Today, we're opening up the last cab before level up. We're gonna have to unwrap this one probably all the way to get it set up. This is Omatsuri Quest Hippare-Q, which many of you may have seen from such beautiful and colorful arcades as Round 1. No, it's a piece of shit. I don't know. Yeah, no, these Round 1 brought these all over. We'd seen them there before. I don't think I ever thought really to ask for them. They got offered to me. And when I was doing smaller shows, this wasn't something that I necessarily was having on my list to set up. We were happy with BishiBashi, whatnot, you know. But this is one of TAITO's variety like party games, and their gimmick for this one is it's got these 3 pulleys here that you pull out and push in and stuff like that. So before you go too hard, no, you're gonna want to use a power drill on that. Okay. Yeah, believe me, with these bigger ones, like you'll start stripping them out. It's just a little hard. But anyway, we did get the offer for them, and since we're going real crazy on our con inventory, we picked it up. So just a normal kind of looking cab build. And I noticed that these things are missing, whatever is supposed to go here. I'm assuming that's in the back, or it's on these side mounts. Yeah, it's on the side mounts here. As you can see, it's just got a cover that goes over that. So we're probably going to leave these wrapped for now. We'll have that done when we go to the con. But suffice to say, yeah, you be very careful from here. There's the side arts. You can go to a Round 1 and look at it if you want, and look up videos, or just basically wanting to do a tear down and test of this cab, and that's it. There's a kind of a showing the example of what you would do. Looking at this, here, trade out.
I mean, there's one left too.
Yeah, you already stripped the shit out of that one.
Yeah, I pushed pretty hard, but
sometimes it's not how hard you press, it's how you do it. It's too late now, though. I'm probably gonna have to get the... Yeah, you have to get the wrench on it. I'll go get that. One of the reasons I kept this cab in particular, is we got 2 of them, was that it comes with this. They're not going to be able to use a screw anymore either, because it comes with this one had the bracket on it. It's much like the Vewlix's, where they have the brackets to hold up the control panel. And you know, I looked at it, and at first it seemed like, oh, you know, it saves a little bit of space. It's not that much, but in reality, I think it really actually does save a shit ton of space to have this stood up. And you know, when space is a premium, we got to move this all the time. I decided that, you know, I'd keep this cab with the brackets to hold it up. So let me just turn this a little bit more. Anyway, yeah, this cab is part of our kind of growing pains lineup, as I like to put it, because we, you know, it's something that we only use. There 8 screws, or
there are 6.
6? Oh, is it missing? Just one of these was not there?
No, there's only one on the bottom.
I see. Yeah, okay. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, you see that white little cap, and you think it's a screw hole. It isn't.
Well, it's interesting, because usually, like with the Vewlixes, it have 2 screw holes here, and then when you flip it down, these 2 screw holes would line up. But yeah, so anyway, when I looked at it, it actually is pretty convenient having this to go in. So I am kind of concerned about one thing I noticed, and I'm trying to remember how we shipped ours out, and I really hope the other one that there was something on this, or I don't remember what we did, but that's just acrylic, you know. There's no, a lot of cabs that have this, like, normally would have like a metal piece behind it to to support it. So hopefully that gets there safely. I don't remember if I had thought about that when we shipped out the other one. So anyway, it looks like there's actually no hookups on the bottom, which is really convenient because I don't want to have to keep flipping this up and down and trying to get cables underneath it and all. But it looks like this will be just as easy, and you know, also to be fair, like I want to be able to put this away. Oh, it nooks in, or oh, there's probably a clip back here that nooks it in. That's good. Okay, so that means that this should slide forward, or it's bolted in from the bottom, and maybe it's a little bit more of a pain. Feels like it's bolted in from the bottom. Okay, well, let's get on inside. Open up the coin bucket while we're at it. 10,355 on the coin counter. And some bolts in here, probably for the side art and whatnot, which I ain't doing this time. Pop. LY1153s as expected from a standard TAITO cab. Put our key in our common spot. We're going to be changing these locks out to our standard. And get in here. Got our X3. As I mentioned in previous videos, we have not this game. A lot of these games that aren't dumped, we need to dump. Actually, no, this is probably X4. Let me see, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no, it is. Okay. This is X4. So we'll get this dumped. This isn't going to do anybody too much good or anything like that, but someday there's going to be some preservationist around that is going to care. And, you know, today that might be me. We've got this cute little TAITO do not open sticker that I have broken on many other PCBs. I'm not going to do it with this one because I don't need to. We'll just pull and dump the drive. Got some brackets here for connecting something. And let's go underneath and see if there's any bolts, which it looks like there is. Looks like there's 4, which are going to be easier to reach from the back. Let's open this up from the back. So like even all of that, I think it's probably not a lot of work to put this up during a con. I talk a lot about how I try to save time from setup and teardown, especially we're about to go into a con with 100 cabs. You want to reduce that time as much as possible. It looks like 2 bolts, so that's pretty easy. Pop those off real quick. Huh. I may want to just use the wrench on these. These are a little hard to get up in there with.
Well, that's one.
Okay. Ow. Easy peasy. Where did that other screw drop? Did you see?
No. It landed over here from what it sounded like.
It landed over here if I remember. Well, we'll come back to it. Anyway, let's set that one inside.
It fell down the bottom.
Fell down the bottom, all right. And now this should just rotate down, yep. Up. Oh, it's weird. Hang on. Does it have a...
It looks fine. Nothing is...
It's got this, these rubber mats underneath. I wonder if that's supposed to come off. I think it is.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, let's stand her back up. Okay. So, looks like these got to come off too. And actually, looking at this, these look like the Maybe they go under the wheels. I don't know. Yeah, they look like they go under the wheels as a floor mat. So, okay. That is definitely what these are. So the more we get into this, the more work I'm seeing that all this is going to take. So who knows? Depending on where this goes in a truck, we may choose to not.
That's surprisingly heavy.
Well, it's supposed to be because it's supposed to keep the cab from moving. This is just one or two giant sheets of metal with some rubber on the bottom of them. So, I don't know. We'll see. Also don't know that this game's gonna go to too many events. As I'll probably just run BishiBashi at most of them. So, looks like this goes there. You would wheel the cab onto it, I guess? Oh, wait, no, they go to the sides. Here we go. So they go like this. Underneath each side.
Oh, yeah, that lines
But I'm not going to do that for now. But that's definitely what that is. I mean, these are very heavy. They're designed not to move. That's, you know, the rubber on the bottom is to keep. So when you put the weight fully distributed onto this, this doesn't slide, and that keeps the cab in place. So anyway, we won't do that right away, but let's take these 4 screws, we put them in my pocket, forget about them in about 10 minutes. Pop this down.
Oh, that's much better.
Yep. And then my bet, yeah, there's connectors right there on that side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm not going to bolt these in for the intents and purposes of this video, but we'll hook it up. Mainly this is just a test. I'm not really going to go any farther than that to demo the game or anything. There's just one big ass, looks like 24 pin connector, probably 26. How much slack does it give us? Not much.
Can I get to it from the inside?
No, it is mounted in. So let's see. That is not upside down. That should go this way. Okay, well, fine if it wants to be that way. Let's see if it does go upside down. It can't. Let me take a look at this thing. Oh yeah, that has to clip on this way. So, no, you're good.
I just wanted to show everyone the clip.
Yeah, well.
Guess they don't get to.
All right, I'm gonna pull this thing out, take a look at how much slack we have, because it seems unusual. Yeah, no, it's definitely tied in. It's not supposed to go any longer. Let's push that in for me a bit. If you could. Okay, push it that way if you can.
I'm pushing the entire machine.
Okay, you're good. There we go. It just went straight in. Okay. And let's power up.
Let's go.
That should be as
The fun
far as
part.
we need to do or as far as we need to go to do any of the testing. So like Sonic Blast here, it's got these pads on the back. You were talking earlier on a different cab. You're like, oh well, you're assuming that they put it on the back on a wall. Well, that's assuming they put it back on a wall.
Mm-hmm.
They put in that kind of stuff to keep it from. Anyway, normal Type X4. Let's look at the control panel. Looks like. Wonder what that's for. Let's take a look at the manual while this thing boots up. Bam! It's a manual. There's stuff written on it, and it's made out of paper. Very, very exciting. Much excitement. Pictures of tools. Let's see. Yep, there's the description of the floor mats, how to store them, how to put them down. We've got this cute lifting thing. Do videos of this, except it's going to be nothing but people's feet. Nice pictures. Breakdowns of everything, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of cool art. Oh no, this is just title screens and how to play shit. Fun. Okay, we have now had our fun. Game, boot, use boot. And my lovely assistant will use the play command and play the game.
Lightly. Because it's not
Well,
down.
I mean, we're not, I don't think we're that brutal.
True.
Let's see. So let's go and do our I/O test real quick. So what you see here, you have your start buttons.
Which
Do not work.
None of them work.
We'll see about that.
A little hard to play the game without that.
Here you've got player one. So the first one there is start button. Second one is home sensor, which just detects that it's all the way in. All of them are all the way in. And then you can see sensors A and B. As you pull them, they are activating. So that's what we want to see. So it looks like the game only cares that you're moving in and out or that you're not in the home position. I don't think I want to get into this. They're definitely clicking. That's interesting. We'll go back when we go into the game. We'll see if there's just being weird or something. Let's go. System. Okay, we want it on free play. Did that actually save? Let me make sure. Yeah, it did. Okay. We want it. Game settings, normal, whatever. Leave that how it is. A language. So I would not. I think this is almost certainly going to have. Wait. Oh, interesting. Select enter. Main return. And apparently it doesn't have anything for me to change. Okay. Keeping other stuff. Nothing there. It's on free play. So let's go ahead, hit the start button, see if it does anything on any of those. Or if there is actually something missing. Yeah. Does not seem to be. So let me check this connector, see if something's loose. Do not pull that out. It's like if those sensors work, I would assume that this is plugged in right. Let's come down here. Take a look at the I/O. So coming in from up there down to the I/O. Doesn't appear to be anything wrong. Okay, so I guess we might have to take the control panel apart. I'm gonna be right back once we get in there and take a look. It looks like it's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass to get all these screws off, so I won't waste you guys' time with that. We'll be right back. Okay, so it's a good thing we got in here anyway, because this is actually really cute and
really
absolutely worth checking out. And if I had found this later, I would be kicking myself if I didn't show this on video. So anyway, it has optical gates here, much like a 2DX turntable does, and they are spaced in a way to go with these teeth that it can tell which direction you're going, as well as how fast. And it's just got a big ass spring to have it reset to the stock position or whatever. It's actually pretty cool. So you got the rubber stopper there, and then there's a rubber stopper on the inside that it catches, which is really cool. Now, I'm really glad I opened this up. Thank you, whoever put this cab together for us, who did not hook up the start buttons. You are a hero of the people. You are what we don't deserve, but are thankful to have. Boop. Now we have start buttons, and look, they blink. Also, just one other thing that I had noticed while I was at this is we did not push this all the way back, and you can see like this coin slot just goes straight down. I'm actually, let me help me put your foot under the other side of this, and let's actually kind of push this. I'm gonna push this the rest of the way up there. If it's pretty much up, and like, oop, that's not a good thing to do. Nope. And I would assume that like perfectly lines up with the coin slot underneath, which is just...
you can see it on the side.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, awesome. Let's put this back down.
Get our thing comes off.
Yeah, it clips in much like... Oh, it's already clipped in, yeah. Much like the top of a Vewlix panel. Push that in back. There we go. Okay, and then go ahead and play a game. I guess it doesn't really matter which player or anything, because it all seems to work. And again, like, this isn't necessarily supposed to be a gameplay video or anything. Yeah, no, the thing that was interesting is that I had a feeling it had the different languages, but that you could set the default, and it didn't seem to give me the option to set the default, so.
Select play style.
So it looks very, I mean, the whole game seems to be looked up very similar to like other games of the type, so.
I really like the graphics in this one. Okay, did you do that on purpose?
Not the first half. Yeah, for reference, it's like 4:30, and we were just talking about how we were gonna go. Oh, look, it's Trombone Tramp. We were just talking about how we were gonna go home and sleep a little bit earlier. That ain't happening. But I am definitely gonna try and push to go home a little earlier tonight. We gotta load shit up tomorrow, and anyway, so the entire game's like gimmick is just on like the position and pull of the.
It's Trombone Champ, but worse.
Yeah.
It's actually really fun. Now I really want to get Trombone Champ on this.
You mean you don't want to play it on Ongeki?
I mean, I want to do that too.
I'm surprised you haven't, with as much enthusiasm as you've had for that kind of stuff.
Honestly, I should figure out how to do that. Because that seems like a lot of fun.
So yeah, that's, I mean, about it. Is there anything else like on this cab that you can think of that's worth pointing out? Like, I mean, it's pretty basic. Yeah, there's not a lot to it, honestly. Like you saw on the iOS, almost nothing for inputs. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty smart to have, you know, more innovative game like this that honestly doesn't really have a lot of complexity to it in terms of the hardware. I can imagine that, you know, eventually those will both become a problem, but they're designed in a way that looks like you can't really, you know, abuse them too much. You just got to keep them oiled and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's all we've really got for this. And I mean, it more than easily meets the qualifications we need for going to this con. So we'll get the locks changed out on this, get it lined up for the truck, and good to go. So that's all I've really got for Omatsuri Quest Hippare-Q there. Thank you for watching this video. We've got more coming up. Honestly, I'm still in the middle of working on another one, so might be the last one before Level Up we get out. But yeah, stay tuned. We're always doing fun stuff. We've always got more videos, so keep checking in, subscribe, and you'll get updates on all of them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Bye.